A wait that has lasted almost 3 years has finally come to an end as of yesterday with the update 2.0 for Cyberpunk 2077, and it marked a final countdown towards the release of CD Projekt Red's Phantom Liberty. And CPR held a Red stream yesterday with more information on both the update itself and the expansion. So let's dive into it and see what they have to say. They first dove into overall gameplay, overhaul, and the update 2.0. They believe that they didn't leave any stone unturned. They phrased the update 2.0 because they believe that they truly overhauled the entire system and it is better because of it. Basically, it's how it was supposed to be when they released 3 years ago. They mainly focused on the RPG element of the game. They wanted to be able to allow the players to play how they want, and they've driven this point through the past live streams and interviews. The update 2.0 is supposed to enable the player to play as they want and to build their character to fit that. They decided to go over the new world event that's added in Phantom Liberty, which is airdrops. The airdrop event will only happen in Dogtown and will be noticed by the EV dropping the package, which will be loud enough for you to hear it happening. The airdrop itself has flares attached to it to allow players to find it, and it will be a challenge to get to that location and the interactions you will have around it. They made the airdrop to be an endless loop of combat and loot. The combat itself is different per airdrop, and it also levels on your skill itself and how you tackle each airdrop. They noted that with combat they didn't try to reinvent the wheel, but they used what they already had and expanded on it. They used stealth players as an example. If you're using a silenced pistol, the enemy won't hear the bullets, but they'll see where the bullets are coming from and investigate that area. They also expanded on AI. The AI will now use things they see to influence their search patterns. The AI netrunners will also try and upload a hack on you if it's a gun jam or even a complete system shutdown. Overall, the combat AI is built to adapt to your playstyle, and they'll fight you depending on your playstyle itself. It's going to be interesting to see how an AI will try and fight against someone who might try and use cover from afar to attack versus someone who's going hand-to-hand combat or using melee weapons. I'd imagine if you're using melee weapons, they'd try and back off and fight from afar, but it's going to be interesting to see how the AI handles these scenarios. They noted that the higher difficulty you choose, the more player-like the AI will act. The AI will heal more often, and they'll use grenades more and maneuver like player versus AI bots. They did go in depth on a lot of playstyles and how they revamped each one, but overall the basic idea is the AI is smarter, they will hunt you, they will evade you, and they'll read your playstyle and act accordingly. Netrunning was a focus for the team when working on the update 2.0. They went a little more in depth than their previous talks about it. They stated that the intelligence tree is now completely self-synergized, and they wanted to make netrunning work both as something in the background or your main aspect of your build. They also added some cool perks for netrunning, such as overclock, which allows you to use your health pool as access RAM. If you run out of RAM, then you can use HP in replacement of RAM itself. This is implemented to allow you as a player to make a decision that is based on whether it's worth it to take an HP cut to do this quick hack, or does that hurt my chances later on in the fight. They also noted that if you do take this perk and use it religiously, you can then use CYBERWARE to protect you from the side effects of this perk. CYBERWARE will allow you to do more things while playing the game. They even stated this: if there's something your character can't do and you want them to do it, then you have CYBERWARE, which will most likely cover it. It's interesting to see how CYBERWARE is playing a part in the new revamp, and they go more in depth later on, but let's go ahead and finish this up. They even talked about copy and paste perk, which if a netrunner is uploading a hack on you, you can then turn around and upload a hack on the enemy, and it might spread throughout the entire team or group. I can only imagine the carnage this might endure on the AI itself. CYBERWARE is the next thing they talked about and holds the largest change in the new update. They turned CYBERWARE's focus towards enhancing your character's build, either supplementing your player's perks or enhancing them. The main idea behind the revamp of CYBERWARE was move stats from clothing to CYBERWARE itself. While CYBERWARE is your main focus of stats, some clothing still gives you some form of stat boost. For example, Kevlar vests give you an armor boost, but it isn't needed to be a strong player. The stats gained from clothing is more for an immersion aspect versus actually any main boost for your character. But if you do want to min-max your characters, you can go through all the clothing and find the ones that will enhance your character's build to the maximum. The main boosts and stats still come from CYBERWARE though, as they stated in past streams you'll have a hard limit that cannot be increased, and you can get an Edge Runner perk that can allow you to go past that limit with a sacrifice of HP. While CD Projekt Red suggests you to create a new character for Update 2.0, you can still use your previous saves. When loading in, you gain a quest that explains how the new update for Cyberware works, and it won't just leave you hanging to figure it out by yourself. Moving on from Cyberware, they wanted to focus on the balance in both the economy and loot tables of the new game. They noted that there will be less loot dropping from enemies, and they also said they did this to allow you to focus on the story itself, instead of going through a level, clearing it, then scavenging it. You can go through this level and just actually focus on the story versus worrying about loot. To be honest, I enjoy looking at the loot in every crevice of a level. I enjoy finding hidden weapons or getting a rare drop off an AI. So I don't know how I'll feel about this, but I guess I don't have a gauge on it yet because I haven't played the new update yet, but I'll definitely see what happens and see how it feels when I'm able to actually get into it. They also did know that clothing no longer drops from AI. They wanted to make it where you can choose what to wear versus having it happen by chance that you find a cool hat that you want to wear or a cool shirt. You can just go to a merchant and actually buy it yourself. There'll also be a boost in rewards from quests, basically meaning that you'll get more money for finishing a quest, side quest, etc. They put the focus on being able to afford the cyberware, toys, cars, apartments, etc. Vendors will also be more diverse. They'll change their stock and availability, and the loot also scales with your skills. That was kind of the end of stuff. They did hold a short Q&A, but the questions asked were answered already and this information they gave us. But they did end the Red Live with a Twitch drop announcements on the release day of Phantom Liberty. So if you guys want to get some Twitch drops, make sure you check it out. It's gonna be, I don't know all the details on it, but go over to Twitch. People have drops enabled for stuff in Cyberpunk. That's pretty much all you have to say. But alright, that was basically a very resourceful Red Live, and as of me finishing this video, I'm about to jump into the game itself and play the update 2.0 for the first time, which I'm kind of excited for. So it's gonna be fun to run into it and see how it feels. I'll be doing something different. I generally like to avoid stating my own opinion on the game since obviously I haven't finished it. I haven't really played it much, but I'll give you my initial impressions on a video that I'll probably be dropping either tomorrow or the next day, which will be a deep dive into the changelog for the 2.0 in Phantom Liberty. So I'll go through and basically give you my general opinion of the game and the changes so far. So if you're interested in my opinion at all, be on the lookout for that video. I want to thank you all for watching and supporting my channel. It's been really fun making these videos. I've been enjoying learning more about these games and all this information. It's been tons of fun. So just go ahead and enjoy the 2.0 update, and I'll catch you guys next time.